Let me ask you something uncomfortable. Why is it easier to open up to someone you met online than to your own family? And why does a streamer, creator, or stranger feel more comforting than the people who raised you? There's a psychological reason, and it's deeper than you think. People don't feel understood at home because families judge you from your past, while strangers only see the version of you that you choose to show. Online, you show the best 10% of yourself. Offline, your family remembers the worst 10%. Strangers feel safe because of distance. They can't hurt you, embarrass you, or judge you, so your brain relaxes and opens up. That's why people confess more to someone on Instagram or Discord than to their own parents. This connects to parasocial love. Your brain treats consistent digital exposure like a real relationship, even if it's one-sided. You see someone talk and smile every day. Your brain assumes they're part of your life, even though they don't know you exist. You start thinking, they get me, they're always here, and I feel close to them, because your brain doesn't differentiate between real friendships and digital ones. But the real hook is control. Online relationships feel better because you control everything: when to talk, what to say, and which version of yourself to show. Real life is messy, unpredictable, and full of pressure. You can't mute family, pause a friend, or edit your personality in front of real people. Online validation also comes faster and cleaner. Strangers compliment you, support your dreams, and empathize with your problems, while family responds with advice or criticism that feels like judgment. Over time, online people become emotional escape rooms, safe spaces where you get comfort without responsibility or consequences. But there's a dark side. Relying too much on online comfort destroys real-life relationships. Your social skills weaken, your patience drops, and you start comparing real humans to edited, curated personalities online. You end up emotionally full but socially starving. The truth is, you feel closer to strangers because online you're allowed to be the version of yourself you wish you were. No judgment, no past, no consequences. But if you don't build real offline connections, you'll stay emotionally dependent on people who don't even know your name. So ask yourself one honest question. Who in your real life deserves the version of you that you keep giving to strangers? And when you get used to this clean, controlled version of connection, you get annoyed by real people's imperfections. You lose patience faster, you tolerate conflict less, and you expect others to instantly understand you like online spaces do. And when they don't, you feel misunderstood and pull away again, straight back into the digital comfort zone. Slowly, you build a bubble where you only feel safe behind screens. That bubble feels good at first, but long term, it traps you because no matter how many people you watch online, you're still alone in your room. But here's the part that hits the hardest. Even if you feel connected to those online strangers, they cannot show up for you in real life. They cannot sit with you when you're sick. They cannot hug you when your world falls apart. They cannot celebrate your wins physically. They cannot notice the things you're not saying. They can't look into your eyes and know you're lying when you say you're fine. That level of connection only happens with real people, the ones you keep emotionally avoiding. So here's the uncomfortable reality. You feel closer to strangers online because they give you emotional comfort without any responsibility. But to build a life that actually feels meaningful, you need at least a few relationships offline where you're seen, heard, and understood without hiding behind a perfect version of yourself. Otherwise, you'll spend your life emotionally invested in people who were never meant to stay, never meant to know you deeply, and never meant to carry your real weight. The question you need to ask yourself is simple. Are you building real connections, or are you just escaping real life? Because eventually, you'll need someone who knows the unfiltered version of you, not just the digital character you perform for strangers. And that person won't magically appear. You have to build that connection in the messy, unpredictable, uncomfortable real world, because that's where real intimacy actually comes from, and that's something the internet can never replace.